I made a challenge to walk 1,000 miles in 2018 to raise funds for the hospice. So far I'm at 674 miles. I'm going on a 105-mile walk next week, which will leave me less than 200 to complete. I've adopted an already challenge that's in existence by not counting any mileage, like taking the dogs out, going shopping. It's mileage I leave the house specifically to walk, so it's a true 1,000 miles. It started on the 1st of January.
And you've done it in what, chunks of?
I do it when I can. I walk a lot from the house, and I have 3 routes that I use in Crowborough, and twice a month I go to London, because I like walking around London, and I do a 15-mile circuit there. I've done a night walk marathon with the breast cancer people. I did the hospice 8-mile walk a couple of Saturdays ago. I mean, they're incredible people. But the good thing is we don't treat them as patients. And they come in, we don't go, oh, how are you, dear, and all that. They just come and they chat. The place is full of laughter. None of them complain, and they have a nice social aspect. Plus, there's a point to it all. And probably, to be honest, I get more out of it than they do. I've only had 1 blister. But I do look after them. I needed something for this year, and I was reading the Country Walking magazine, and it came up with 1,000 miles in a year. I'm with the Hospice Day Services, where the patients come in for different therapies, treatments, help with benefits, social contact. When I retired, I decided that I was going to volunteer somewhere, and for a very short time I was with the hospice in Buckinghamshire. A very short time did, but it gave me an idea of what they did, and they had over 1,000 volunteers there. When I was able, I read about the hospice, and I came down and I started off in the retail department, driving the vans, but I really wanted patient-facing volunteers, so I was allowed to change. Oh, they're inspirational, these people.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Much overused word these days, but they are. Yeah, a lady this morning came in and said, I've got an envelope for you, and gave me £40. I mean, she's a patient. That sort of doubles the value of it in my book. But there's been several of them do that.
Yeah.
Because it's difficult with raising money for hospice, because people still have this strange view of a hospice, and unless they've had an association, they tend not to support the hospice in that way. My working life was sort of split into 2. The first half of it was all action man stuff. I was a firefighter for 7 years, then I was a police officer, then I was a military police officer for 20 years. And then you get up one morning and someone tells you you're too old to fight. So I went into commerce, which was working for American companies. Any amount is valuable. We cannot refuse any sums at all. And that's why we can continue to give free care.